Okay, I just got in some new tools from Denmark. Okay, and I got this from a company in Denmark called Angle.design. And what they've come up with is a really cool track saw rail guide system. And it's a really cool system that makes it really easy to set up and do all kinds of angled cuts and repeatable cuts without a tape measure or a pencil. And it comes in basically 4 pieces. There's the 2 main measuring and angle finding pieces and 2 tracks. One is 59 and one is 47, giving you about 106 inches of track. And something really clever that they've done is they've fitted it all together with magnets, so you don't need any screws or anything. And all you have to do is clip in the pieces where the magnets are. And this one here has a magnet on the bottom and clips in here. And when it's set just like that, you're at 90. And then it will come and set on your workpiece. And you can run all track saws on it, or anything with a track saw attachment, like routers or jigsaws or whatever else you've got. And where this is positioned doesn't get in the way of where the track saw will travel. And now right down here you can see all your measurements here in inches and all the angles here. To change the angle, you'll loosen this off and slide it out of the way. Right at 90 they do have a magnet, so there's like a magnet positive stop right at 90 there. So that's one of the easiest ones to find. And then you can actually go to either side and create your angles. So you could go all the way this way and do a 45, and then all the way back this way and do a 45. And in fact on this side it'll go all the way up to 70 degrees, or in fact even a little bit more if you want. So they've made it really simple and smooth to be able to change the angle for whatever cut you need to do. Okay, and right here is another really cool feature. What they have here is a measurement stop. So let's say that I wanted to do a bunch of repeatable cuts at 40. I'm going to come and put this right here at 40, tighten it down, and then I use this little flip piece right here, and you can move the whole system down. It'll flop down, and then you can pull back in place, and that's exactly 40 inches. So I could set there and do a cut. Then I could pull that piece out of the way, pull the lumber over, hook back onto 40, and keep on cutting. So if you had a whole bunch of pieces you had to cut for some cabinets or stuff you're making, you don't have to pull out a tape measure, you don't have to pull out your pencil, just keep hooking on to that and you can keep on cutting. And then if I had a whole bunch of cuts that were much longer than 40 inches, that's what this second measuring piece is for. So I can slide it all the way down, and this just has a little piece on it that hooks in and tightens down. We slide it right in here. And then this goes all the way up to about 98.5 inches, so I can come and set repeatable cuts anywhere along that entire deal and cut as many pieces as I need without having to pull out a tape measure. And then if I want to make long ripping cuts across the long side of my piece of plywood, that's what this extension piece is for. I can flip that back onto the back side of my piece, and I come and slide this one right into here. Now on the bottom sides of those you will have to tighten some screws. And now I can cut all the way down the full length of the sheet and still have the convenience of being able to set a measurement and an angle using the system down here. And another really cool thing that I'll point out is that on the one side of the track, like with most tracks, they have this rubber piece that helps with wood tear out and things like that. And then on the other side, it's just aluminum. And they've made it so that the magnetic pieces, you can actually flip it around and hook it up on both sides. Then if you have some material you're working with that you have to cut with a knife, maybe gyprock or some foam or whatever other material that you're not cutting with your track saw and you just need to scar or cut with your knife, now you can use this side as a straight edge to run your knife along to make any of the cuts. And the same thing with the repeatable cuts and the angles. So I'm really impressed with this whole setup. It's precision made in Denmark. Everything snaps together and fits together really well. It's clear and easy to see all the measurements and angles. It's easy to set up and adjust. And they've made it so you can cut sheet goods in all shapes and sizes in any direction that you want, and even flip it around and use it to cut your knife. And like I said before, you can put your track saw on it, obviously, as well as your router and any other thing that will attach to a track to get the smooth, straight, precision cutting that you get with track saw and other things that go on track saws.